welcome to Straight from the Man Cave. I'm your host, Mark Big Dog Asian. I'm sitting here with my co-host, Mr. Vernon Joyce.
It's good to
First
be
of all,
back,
welcome back, baby. Good to see you, Big B.
Great to be
Hey,
back.
for those of y'all out there that don't know, me and Vernon used to be our old University of Maryland Terrapin football teammates back in the days of Bobby Ross, Joe Krivak, Warren Powers, Ferrell Edmonds, Rick Madonic days, you know what I'm saying? If you need some time capsule information. So I give you that to let you know that we know sports, we love sports,
We live sports.
we live sports, we love to shoot the shit and talk sports. So we're going to have some fun tonight, man. So we're going to enjoy ourselves, and we're going to give you everything from the most relevant to the most ratchet, because as always, we got a whole bunch of lotta that's been going on in the world of sports. So with that said, you ready to get into it, bro?
Let's do this.
Hey, man, first and foremost, NCAA Madness, man. How your bracket looking? Yo, I don't know about yours, man. I burned mine a good while ago, bro. That's about all it was worth, man. My shit was some fire starter shit, but we know the Final Four is set. We just finished watching the Kentucky-North Carolina game literally 30 seconds before we just started rolling filming. Man, that was a good-ass finish to that game right there, boy.
It's been great game after great game after great game.
Yeah, now the Gonzaga game, a little bit of a blowout, 14
The only
point.
one.
Yeah, Oregon,
Xavier had a bad night that night.
Yeah, but then you go South Carolina today, was a good game.
Absolutely.
It only got away towards the very last end when they kept following the same damn dude. See, I thought the difference in that game was I think it was at 14 minutes, 54 seconds. Florida was already 7 fouls. When you already in the 1-1 with 15 minutes left to go in the game. I can't remember exactly where they went into the double bonus, but it wasn't even probably around the 10-minute mark. They in the double bonus already. That was the difference in that.
I have to agree. On the other end, South Carolina controlled the boards at the end of the game.
Hey.
They controlled the boards at the end of the game, and for some reason, because Florida was up 7 at half, they was up a couple of buckets at half,
Right.
And so for whatever reason, they could not hit a shot the last 2 minutes of the game, and I'm sure South Carolina had a lot to do with that.
I was gonna say Cinderella's curse, because I think South Carolina
both of them,
Cinderella, yeah, they well, not Florida, but South Carolina never been Final Four. Oregon ain't been to the Final Four since the days of Dracula, since black and white movies and shit, so you must say they ain't ever been. Gonzaga's never been to the Final Four. Now you throw in North Carolina, who's been to 20 of them.
Absolutely.
Who is your team? Who you picking to be in the championship, and who you picking to win it? First of all, let's talk Gonzaga, South Carolina. Who you got?
I was born in Charlotte.
All right, so
North Carolina.
North Carolina. All right.
So I'm gonna. Now Gonzaga is a mature team.
All right.
It's like one of those schools like BYU.
Hey,
they
Beard is no joke.
Them guys is 25, 24 years old.
7'1", redneck, red beard, James Harden, but the redneck version.
You can see his breath when he talks.
He's a problem.
So he's a real issue, man.
Right.
I'm honestly feeling like it's going to be probably the best game in the Final Four.
Right.
But I'm praying that North Carolina beat them, but it's going to be a tough job.
So
I got to stay with North Carolina.
So you got North Carolina over Oregon.
I got North Carolina over Oregon.
And you got
now Oregon got the sniper down there.
Right.
So they're going to be Oregon's going to be a problem.
Right.
But I don't think anybody can beat Gonzaga, man. I'm
so
sticking with North
Gonzaga,
Carolina.
North Carolina, and who you saying going to win between them two?
I'm gonna have to stick with North Carolina, even though I'm going with my heart instead of my mind. Mentally I feel like Gonzaga gonna beat North Carolina.
All right.
But I'm just hoping and praying that they don't.
All right. Well, I'm put like this, man. As an old Maryland dude, of course, I hate North Carolina.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna go like this. I got the same thing, man. Great minds think alike. I'm thinking Gonzaga's gonna beat South Carolina. Cinderella's gonna feel this pressure over the next week.
Absolutely.
Like I always say, teams that ain't never been there before don't understand. This is where you lose. It's during the week. Everybody's going, you gotta win.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, are you feeling the pressure yet?
I'm naming my child after you.
Yeah, your ass gets tight during the week. That's when the pressure gets on. It's not the game that gets the pressure. It's during the week. The family, the friends, the relatives. I want free. I need tickets to the game. And I'm coming to. All that shit stresses you out, man. That's where you start. So I think South Carolina's never dealt with it. Gonzaga's never dealt with it, but I think they've been used to being a successful basketball program. I think they'll handle it better. North Carolina's been there plenty times. Roy Williams has been there plenty times. And I'm picking Roy Williams to come through in the championship game.
If it has to come down to coaching,
all right,
Roy has the upper hand.
No doubt about it.
So, you know, as far as age, Gonzaga has the upper hand. But they still have to win these games, man, and they have two tough opponents. South Carolina is ready. Oregon is ready. And so, you know, I'm for the underdogs.
Right,
I'm all for that because
here.
you don't want to see the same teams every year. And there's so much parity across the country as far as athletes is concerned.
Right.
And that's why schools like Kentucky, North Carolina, Kansas, they do so much heavy recruiting because they know you're going to miss somebody. Somebody might can't get into your school. It's going to be some players that you just overlook because you can't see everybody.
See, but that's the beauty of the tournament. Just because you Kansas, just because you can
I agree.
Yeah, you all of a sudden you come across some of these little smaller teams that smack you in the mouth like Maryland against Xavier. Xavier seems like they get somebody every year. You know what I'm saying? As we talk about the bracket, you know, for those of y'all who don't know, man, this is a Ravens, this is a University of Maryland, this is a Baltimore Orioles, this is a University of Maryland Terrapin Cave here.
Absolutely.
So forgive us for a second here, but when we talk the tournament, let's talk for a quick second. Maryland men just hurt my feelings how they went out first round to Xavier. Maryland women lose in the Sweet 16 to Oregon, which number 3 team, man, we should have went further, but they're a young team, bright future. But our men are frustrating the shit out of me, man. What's your take on Mark Turgeon? Help me out for a second, man, because I want to...
You and I talked earlier where, you know, if you look at some of the early episodes, I said, you know, there's something about Mark that the players don't get out and play their natural position or play comfortable for him.
Right.
We talked for so long about this guy, and I honestly feel like he's one of those coaches that want to feel like he's the reason kids are winning instead of letting the kids be the reason for you winning.
Right, you see them having fun?
No.
I don't see like a fun look on their faces, man.
They don't seem like a together team. You know, on this level, you're like more of a brotherhood than anything. So you're supposed to be supporting. We just watched North Carolina, Kentucky. Even the guys on the bench was into the game.
Right.
Like they was actually playing in the
excited.
game.
Right, exactly.
You rarely see that with Maryland boys. Now the girls is something totally different.
See, a really smart coach told me a long time ago, Vernon, kids play mainly for 2 reasons. One, they want to belong to something. They want to be a part of something.
Absolutely.
And 2, they want to have fun. That's
Absolutely.
all it really comes down to. If you provide those 2 things, kids will give you everything they got. They'll play hard for you.
Totally
It
agree.
don't take a whole lot to understand, man. I don't
Totally agree.
Maryland dudes all excited and enthused and having a good time, which tells me something maybe is not right behind the scenes. Good recruiter, in-game
Great
coach.
recruiter.
I don't like his in-game coach, and too many times good recruiting classes that are just mediocre teams. Something's not right.
What
here,
is
man.
Maryland? I mean, when Warren Dixon was down there, you know they had the motion offense, they had the triple threat.
Gary
you know
Williams,
they had
exactly.
certain offenses that you knew that they were going to run to a team. What is Maryland identity offensively and defensively? You don't see it.
I don't see it, man.
You don't see it.
Are we a pick and roll team? Are we a motion team? Are
We don't
flex
know.
team? I don't know.
And nobody does anything
Right.
consistent. There's no consistent shooters. They definitely not locking down on defense. You seeing guys like, you know, the rotations is hardly ever there in big games. They definitely wasn't there against Xavier. Xavier was getting layup after layup on him.
Exactly.
So there was
Bad
no rate to
communication, right. Bad
absolutely.
communication on defense.
So I'm looking at this going, you know, this is a D1. This is a D1 team, man. D1 school with great talent. These guys was, you know, high recruits.
Right.
They not performing like
Right.
if they was at Kentucky or North Carolina.
Who's the
man.
buck stop with?
The coach.
Thank
Absolutely.
you. Amen. Where the buck stops, as far as I'm concerned, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Great.
Maryland got too much to offer right now.
Coach, I'm not
Look
sure.
at the facilities
Right.
Maryland
Right.
have.
We got great going on, man.
Absolutely.
Come on. Let's
Come
step your
on.
game up, Turgeon.
Well-
Or you ain't gonna be around much longer. I'm telling you now. You keep this shit up.
Plank, hit.
Hey, let's shift some gears here, man. NFL free agency been off the chain as of late.
Oh.
Now, yeah, first one that comes to my mind, man, first of all, is my man Brandon Marshall to the Giants. Now, Brandon Marshall to the Giants, I go, that's a goddamn problem for everybody around the league. Brandon Marshall on one side, Odell Beckham on the other side. And maybe Adrian Peterson in the backfield they talking about next. That could be a fucking problem right there. Phew. That could be a problem. Now, Brock Osweiler, which cracks me up. I don't know why anybody even wants Brock Osweiler.
How's his name still coming up, man, after he done robbed Texas?
Thank you, Mike Glennon.
He robbed
Chicago
Texas,
wants
man.
Mike Glennon, right? You just had Jay Cutler. Why the fuck are you bringing Mike Glennon? It's motherfucking scrubs. See, that's what they see. This is where I got a problem. All this shit going on with free agency. How's Kaepernick still don't have a job right now? Spike Lee talking about some fishy shit going on right here, bro. And I go like this: Kaepernick, Mike Glennon getting fucking $15 million thrown at him.
Motherfuckers even bringing up Johnny Manziel name.
Johnny Manziel to the Saints.
Kaepernick.
Hey, come on, man.
Listen.
But Kaepernick ain't getting a job? Come on, man. That's some bullshit.
Well, I think this country, spoke loud and clear when that clown up in the White House got elected. I think it was, anybody that goes against, the grain of the norm. And I honestly feel like it's a fight right now to hold on to this white image of superiority,
right.
Especially from this Russian regime. And it's not just in the United States, it's around the world.
This
right
Russian/Nazi regime that we
absolutely
got going on right now.
Around the world.
Our president keeps getting saluted by people with the number 45. I'm concerned, but that's another story.
Absolutely.
Speaking of concerned and scared, my man Darrell Revis knocked 2 motherfuckers out. And the thing what I saw that had me tripping was his boy took this out. I saw the tape, man. Yeah, it looked like them motherfuckers was knocked out, man. But his boy fell on the sofa.
I seen the toe move.
And he decided to take the charge for him, his boy. And I thought that was noble, man. I thought, fine. See, think back to when Mike Vick, when he got the dog charge, and all these motherfuckers living in Mike Vick's crib, his brother living for free, his cousins living for free. The mug that's got the $120 million contract, you gonna let him take the charge. One of these motherfuckers should have fell on the sword for Mike, like Darrell Revis.
And the max time anybody was going to get in the Michael Vick's case was 2 years.
Yeah, he took 2 years.
Look, and so you doing at max 16, 15 months, and you home.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
And when I come home, I better have like $1 million in my bank account.
Yeah, I mean, he can slip and fall on that.
Yeah, I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? And plus, your people got to be taken care of while you gone.
But that's the breadwinner. This dude
absolutely.
making the banking, man. You got to fall on that.
Revis, bro. I give you props. You hang with some real brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? People that care about not only your future, but care about their future as far as being a part of what you're doing. Right. And so, you owe whoever took that dive, man, and it really wasn't a real call, real dive or whatever, because, look, you beat the charge. He beat it.
That's right, he beat it, because
his boy
stepped up. That's
absolutely. Right. He beat the charge. So, if you beat the charge, man, do your deal, man. Take care of them people.
As a Ravens fan, what's going on with Redskins Park, man? They in total disarray right now, man.
How the fuck that happened?
Kirk Cousins drama, the GM drunk showing up to work, getting fired. What the hell's going on with the Redskins, man?
How can you... Now, the Redskins did not have a bad season. They had a lot to live for coming up this year.
I thought they had a good future, some potential.
How you fall apart like that?
They in total free fall, man. Total free fall, man. Started with the general manager keep showing up to work drunk off his ass.
Man, you sound like the Trump team.
Hey, man.
That's crazy. That's
crazy.
Absolutely crazy, man. Cousins is he a top 10 quarterback? He has to be a top 10 quarterback.
He ain't no top 10 quarterback to me.
Okay.
Hell to the no. When you start going Tom Brady, Drew Brees, I'll even say Joe Flacco.
Okay.
I'll say Dak Prescott, Phillip Rivers, Ben Roethlisberger, Eli Manning. There's 7 already.
Okay.
There's no way he's better than
There's
them.
not 3 more better than him.
Well, hold up here, man. Hold up now. So you're going to test me now.
No, I'm not.
All right. So Matty Ice.
I'm talking about on record. I'm talking about on paper.
That's what I'm saying. That's 9 right there.
Cousins had a better year than I want to say a couple of those guys.
I'm not gonna go that. But yeah, you can make the argument on.
Cousins had a pretty good year, man.
Well, I'm gonna throw this one. Shit, as far as I'm concerned, Tony Romo was better than Kirk Cousins. As far as I'm
Tony Romo didn't play.
Even then,
Tony Romo was better than a lot of people.
I tell you how I feel about Kirk Cousins, because he ain't some shit. Took Kirk Cousins some shit. I'm telling you right now. That's how I feel about it. I mean, he ain't no
I'm not saying Kirk Cousins. I'm not saying Kirk Cousins is a great quarterback, man. I'm saying everybody needs. It's a lot of teams out here need a quarterback. At least 15 teams in the league needs a quarterback.
Right.
Kirk Cousins is not that far. If he is out of the top 10 to me, he's not that far out of the top 10 in quarterbacks.
And now, I'm not saying like a second level team couldn't use him.
No.
Same thing with Kaepernick. A second level team could use Colin Kaepernick.
Well, Kaepernick is being shown by the owners.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Who's in charge, right.
This don't have anything to do with what a team needs.
Yeah, don't bite the hand that feeds your ass.
The owner is just saying this league will go on without you.
Right.
And that's what it looks like.
All right. Well, speaking on the owners over here, man, and this drama with Tom Brady's jersey. See, the thing that's cracking me up, man, they found Tom Brady's not 1 but 2 jerseys. They got the dude on tape, man. This motherfucker just slide in the locker room. take jerseys
They
found
let
in
too many
Mexico.
people in the locker room. That's what that comes from.
My thing is
Media.
we talking about the owners earlier, is that you dedicate. I'm gonna get on D.L. Hewley's side on this one. D.L. Hewley has said, man, we got all these black girls getting kidnapped in D.C.
Yeah.
Nobody else seem to be concerned or out here looking for them, but we got all these law enforcement resources dedicated to finding some goddamn jerseys. He said maybe they should have some Tom Brady jerseys on, and then we would have found these kids, which is a legitimate point. You know what I'm saying? Now, with that said, my thing is this. I'm not against them finding the jerseys, but they need to go find Robert Kraft's Super Bowl ring that Putin bitched them for. You remember that shit? Putin was like, let me see that ring.
Thank you.
This is nice.
Thank you.
Thank you. And bitched them. They need to get that back. Put some resources into that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because fucking Robert Kraft got a straight bitch slapped basically by Putin on that one, man.
Man, Putin is a gangster for real.
Hey, he is for real. Don't
Yeah,
get twisted.
he's
He's
a
a
gangster
legitimate
for real.
gangster, man. And I'm starting to think
He's the
Trump
richest
is
man in
too.
the world right now.
Which is crazy. That's a scary thought. Don't
And
get
how
me
did he get that? He was broke 4 days ago.
started. He must be getting them payments from Trump.
98 million. Yeah, 98 million right
Don't
there.
get me started, man. Hey, NBA tripping off of dudes resting.
That's
I'm
beautiful.
gonna ask you for your opinion on this one, man. Here,
I'm going to give you my opinion.
All right.
I'm going to tell you what
All right.
it is.
Go ahead.
Because this is the truth.
all right,
The only teams that's resting players is
All right.
contenders.
right,
Right?
right.
They earned that.
All right, I
They
feel you.
earned that.
All right.
Because, LeBron wasn't resting as no rookie.
All right,
They started, all of these teams, San Antonio started it.
right,
Which Popovich may be top 2-3 coaches ever.
right.
You see what I'm saying?
No argument
Maybe
there.
one.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It depends on what angle you're looking from.
Right. Now,
So,
Red Auerbach, I'm always going to say got to be at number one, but that's all right.
Okay,
Or
well-
Phil Jackson, one of them two guys.
okay, well, he's definitely 3 there.
Yeah, he's somewhere in the top 5.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Right, no doubt.
So, when Tim Duncan them was getting of age, he, what he do? He set them, start putting
Right.
them down, and he wanted to do it. Remember, he said when David Robinson, he said he might have could have, preserved David Robinson 1 or 2 more years
But now
if he would have set him.
But I'm going to play devil's advocate here. If I'm on the side of the league and on the side of the fans, if we got a new collective bargaining agreement, you wanted to have all these extra games to make all this extra money. So that way now players can get 20, 25, some of these bums in free agency, this past free agency, getting $15 million, $20 million a year contracts. Motherfucker, you got to step up and play. With $20 million, I don't give a fuck.
But I don't
Unless
see,
your leg is broke, motherfucker, you need to be playing for $20 million a year. That's how
but
I
this is
play
my,
devil's advocate.
this is the real. You don't see San Antonio, Golden State, Cleveland,
Right.
Toronto, Boston. You don't see none of their fans complaining. Want me to tell you why?
Right.
They know that these guys are going to need maximum energy when the playoffs hit.
Right.
They know this. And so you only can get so many miles out of a car, you're going to run out of gas. It's the same with your body.
Yeah, I agree. But for $20 million a year,
Well,
the fans ain't trying to come watch.
you don't want your team at its best in the playoffs?
If I go to Broadway, do I want to see your understudy? If I go to Broadway and Denzel Washington or whoever it is performing in a Broadway play, am I paying my $150?
I don't think that's a great comparison.
to see
Simply
Denzel's
because
understudy.
I don't think
I ain't
that's
trying to see Denzel's understudy. I want to
honestly-
see Denzel, motherfucker.
How can you say that's a great comparison when you're talking about somebody
Hey.
acting
Hey.
with
Nah.
with no wear and tear on their body,
Hey.
ain't taking hits, ain't really, I don't see where that's a great comparison.
No,
You
when I
slipped off the
paid
boat on that.
$75 a ticket as a fan.
Simply because Denzel Washington don't have to worry about no wear and tear on his body,
On his vocal
so he's gonna be there.
his voice.
Denzel gonna be there.
Shit, his voice, exactly. He better
He's
be
gonna
there.
be there.
Performance.
Absolutely.
Same concept. I come to this game, $75 a ticket. Myself, my wife, my 2.2
And guess
kids.
what?
That's $300 right there.
And you will see the Cleveland Cavaliers. They just will not be. They
got David
may
Owens
be
and
short.
Braun.
You might go get Braun that day.
For $300.
You gonna get Richardson. You gonna get Trent Richardson.
Snacks.
You gonna get Jr.
souvenir.
And Jr. just came back, but
We talking
Yes.
I'm dropping $500 to $1,000 to come see the Cleveland Cavaliers play. I want to see Braun.
The Cleveland Cavaliers fans don't have a problem with it.
If he healthy,
that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Playing, man. Fuck
Golden State fans don't have a problem with it.
Soft nowadays. Fuck that shit, man.
Hey, listen.
$500, goddamn it, get your ass on the fucking court unless you ain't.
Let me ask you this.
Unless you hurt. If you hurt, that's.
Let me ask you this. That was my very point. Durant been out for what? 2 weeks.
Right.
2-3 weeks.
I got no problems with Durant.
Nobody's saying anything. Look,
he hurt.
He's walking around shooting James went up backwards dunks and doing all of that. And
He hurt.
Possess. He's hurt. It's his kneecap.
He's taking his time.
The hair on his kneecap was hurt.
You already know this. When I show up,
pretend they hurt.
Show my kid LeBron James, and then when I get to the arena, LeBron James talking about he need a chill day. Motherfucker, you better suck that shit up, yo. You getting like fucking $28 million.
He get out there, fatigue, he blow a knee out on
show up for work, motherfucker. This motherfucker showing up to McDonald's every goddamn day for $8 an hour.
Listen,
they won't even give him $15 an hour. They done, the mayor, goddamn it, Pugh, vetoed the $15 minimum wage bill. This nigga getting $20 million a year. Show the fuck up to work, man. That's all I'm saying.
And I'm gonna say, if you want to win a championship, it's like track runners for the Olympics. You have got to be at your peak time.
Well,
in order to win the 100.
Well, I'm gonna tell you who ain't gonna be in that peak coming in the playoffs is Westbrook. Cause Westbrook gonna be tired of shit all the work he been putting in. Cause right now he right there averaging that triple double. You know you gonna owe me a crab cake when he averages triple double.
And guess what? I'll be glad to bring it to you.
All right, that's what's up. Man.
I would be glad to bring it to you, but I know good and well it's not going to happen. Hey, he's a little below.
But he's going to be tired, though, man. I'm telling you, man.
That was my point exactly.
He's doing way too much, man.
That was my point exactly.
I'm watching him earlier today, OKC playing on ABC early, man. I'm telling you right now, Westbrook looks tired. He looks tired, man. I got to call it like it is. You were right on that point. I still say he's going to get the MVP now. With that said, or the triple-double for the season as well.
We getting one.
Mark Cuban talking about Westbrook definitely does not deserve the MVP. If Westbrook averages a triple-double, yay or nay that he deserves a deserves MVP. I say hell fucking yeah. If he's only the second man in the history of the game, it's not even a discussion. Give him the MVP and move on.
It's not a discussion, but everything that makes people listen to you is going to be discussion in America. The publicity of the ratings is going to be just one of those things is going to bring up top. Me personally, I feel like Westbrook should be one of the people eligible to be most valuable player in the league. But Westbrook don't make his people around him better. That's just that's just me.
He still has a lot of assists though.
But between him and Harden, to me, it's a toss-up right now between him, Harden, and LeBron. Because LeBron...
You can say LeBron every year.
I mean, you got to give him his props. LeBron makes people better around him.
Right, I agree.
He ain't got the lead in scoring. He ain't got the lead in rebounds. He ain't got the lead in assists. He ain't got the lead in points. But guess what? Everybody else is going to do their job. And if you don't do your job, LeBron is going to let you know.
Right, amen, man.